What is poppin', y'all? It's your man, Bailey Strasser, and here with another episode of Wisco Sports Weekly. Obviously, last night, didn't get a chance to make the video. Kind of was feeling under the weather, so I kind of decided to rest this one. I definitely feel better today, which is some good news. But the better news is, Jordan Love officially signed the extension. Both sides agreed to work out a deal. Jordan Love, starting next season, will be paid $55 million a year, $220 million a year for 4 years. That is the total money he will receive in the next 4 years after this season. It is absolutely fantastic to see, it's just crazy how money actually works. I'm happy for Jordan, but there are parts of me that kind of are like, man, did we really just give someone who had a Linsanity run the biggest contract in NFL history? Yeah, we did, guys. What the heck are we supposed to do about that? Well, Jordan Love has been proving himself. According to sources, the man has worked so hard this offseason that he's been really looked at and dubbed at as a top 10 quarterback already going into this season. And I'm shocked about that because I can't believe where he was to where he ended is just an insane run. Dude, had a great debut against the Chicago Bears on the first day of the season last year. Great debut against the Chicago Bears. And then after that, he had some okay moments, that comeback against the Saints. But that whole stretch in the first half of the season, he just didn't really look like he was that guy. I think he had a good start because you never know. Everyone's like, week ones, you're not really going to get the full. You're not going to get the full accountability of what you know. Yeah, and then as the season went on, we just looked bad. We kept losing games, and it was just... they got blown out at home by the Lions, and then we lose to Denver, the Raiders, Minnesota. We barely beat a Rams team that literally was missing half its team. And I to be fair, we looked so bad. There were people calling on Love to be benched and then for Clifford to start. And everyone was like, okay, well, I guess it's time to tank for Caleb Williams. But, yeah, something happened in Jordan Love where he just took maybe what he knew and he just fueled himself to go on this run, starting around the week of the Chargers. They beat the Chargers at home. Then they go into Detroit, beat the Lions, and they beat the Chiefs. And then they go on this run and they make the postseason. 17 touchdowns and 1 interception. Then Love proves himself to single-handedly have the greatest passer rating in a playoff history game, despite it was almost perfect, except they just had to get technical and he had to throw a complete pass. Actually, no, Tucker Kraft dropped it. But, yeah, he had the greatest passer rating in a playoff game ever, and they managed to defeat the Dallas Cowboys. They were this close to knocking off the 49ers as well. But, of course, Joe Barry's defense sucked. But the difference is Jordan Love took a team full of rookies and a second-year rookie offense, and literally made them look like stars. I mean, not just Christian Watson, not just Romeo Doubs, these rookies, Reed and Wicks, and even Bo Melton. We had 2 tight ends coming out of here. He just made these average Joes look like stars. Imagine if Love had Devontae Adams still. Imagine the damage that they could be doing. Now, obviously, Adams got his payday contract with the Raiders, but hey, it's just crazy to see how far Love has come. People who were mad that he was drafted, everybody saying how bad he was in preseason. He was showing some improvement, and everyone was saying in those games that he played he was terrible and he should never start, and then optimism started circling and boom, that's what happens. And honestly, I'm happy he's finally practicing with the team now. Hopefully I'll get to a Packers practice sooner than later. And we're already, almost to August. And pretty much by that point, we're almost to September. And then I'm making videos again, giving my predictions for the season. Come on. Gosh, time flies. And I will obviously make some videos talking about, predictions I have for the Packers this season. Some other maybe shorter videos of things that could happen. Maybe some signings that do happen. You never know what happens in the Packers. In a whole month to span, it's just a lot. But yeah, and I didn't want to keep this long, but congratulations to Jordan Love. The only thing that, I will say is a little concerning is, yeah, he got a lot of money for someone who kind of got shoved it, got a little insanity run. The only worry is Love going to continue playing that way? And it's the same exact thing with Christian Yelich. Christian Yelich was an MVP, would have been MVP the following season if it wasn't for that injury, and then we signed him to that extension, and then he fell apart and was just a mid player at best. To be fair, I hope that doesn't happen with Love, but from what I believe and what I've been hearing, a lot of people are confident in him. And I think that our defense is going to be a lot better this year. I know a lot of people are going to see our defense actually being the highlight of the camp as it was last year. Now, the offense got better as it did, but you never know what happens. A lot can happen. I'm not going to sit there and say anything, but am I happy for Love? Absolutely. I think this is the time that he can go out there and shine. I hope so. Personally, when we look at all the quarterbacks in that draft class, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts. Personally, all those guys are the highest paid players in the NFL, and Love outpassed them all. Crazy how money works, y'all. All right, if you like what you see, comment below, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Go Pack Go.